guys, and welcome back to another episode of Total Control with SD Huesca. We're 3 games unbeaten in the league. Literally did not think I would be saying that at any point when we'd lost 10 games in a row. We've taken 5 points from our last 3 matches, none from our first 10. It's a handicap and a half, basically. I like to think of it as, well, it's not like golf at all, actually. It's like golf if you started with the golf club taped to your back and you weren't allowed to actually touch it for the first 10 holes. That's how we're basically playing the game right now. It's a complex analogy, I grant you. But I've got to say, and I don't know if this is coming across in the videos or not, but I'm bloody loving this save. Something about taking things slow like this and having an opportunity to turn things around in the mid-season is... It's fascinating. I'm really loving the intricacies of this. And I think I'm going to take a lot of this stuff into the rebuilding save at the start of FM20 regardless. You might not see it all, obviously, because it'll be the normal style of video, but I still want to take a lot of the stuff I've learned with me on it. And we've got some more stuff to do today, believe me, because we are not done by a long shot. But I really do feel like if we can sort out a couple of things and actually get some solidity, there's a real chance that this team could win some serious matches this season if we can get it right. But also, before we get anything else, time to thank new patrons. This week, new patron, Teak, thank you so much. That is incredibly awesome of you. Everyone else that's still over there, thank you so much. And everyone just watching the video still. Sometimes I feel like, at this time of year, nobody's watching. But that's just not true in the grand scheme of things when I look at the ratings and it's like there's 1,000 people have watched the video from the night before. I sometimes lose track of, that's a lot of people. Trying to imagine that many people, it's weird. But seriously, thank you, that's awesome. Emotional scenes as Huesca finally won a league game, and it appears the club are going way overboard as they've announced an open-top bus ride through the city, a commemorative DVD of the game, and a special rendition of Queen's We Are the Champions. Well, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't we? We've got to celebrate the things while we can. In before it's our only win of the season, and then, like, the DVD will be called We'll Always Have Leganes. One of the trends I noticed in the comments over the last couple of videos was the talk of perhaps me using too many opposition instructions. Now, I definitely think there's some legs to that. The reason I've sort of fallen into that trap is pretty much confirmation bias, in the sense that I've used that for both Stockport and for Bologna, and frankly it worked. We actually got better when I started doing it with Stockport in the first place. But as a result of that, I feel like perhaps that because of the style of play we played, the really aggressive presses that both Stockport and Bologna played, it kind of played into those. But we're not playing that style of football now, so I do think that perhaps we could lay off of that and only target key players for them and sort of leave the others, because I think it's dragging us too far out of position, and that might help us as well. Although we aren't conceding a lot of goals from open play, it's fair to say. Like, it truly is actually crazy how many of these we are conceding, but it does show me we're not conceding many goals from open play at all. In our last 3 matches, we've conceded, what, 5 goals? 6 goals. 5 goals. 4 of those 5 goals have been set-piece goals. If we don't concede those goals, we beat Valladolid 2-1, we beat Leganes 3-0, and we beat Valencia 1-0. That would be 3 wins if we would just sort that out. So we really are going to keep pounding on this, and I've got some more thoughts on that, because of course I do. What I'm going to do, for now, for the free kicks, is just reset them all to default, because honestly, I feel like every time I touch something, I make it worse right now. But what I'm also saying is I'm putting out a call to action to you guys. We're going to crowdsource a solution to this. If you have a solution that you think would work for a setup for defending free kicks, let me know what it is. Whether you've got a link to it, that's cool. That's fine. Dump it in the comments. If you've just got an idea of positioning and stuff, just type it out for me. I'll be very interested to try some of these, because we will sort this, because that seems to be our only real flaw at the moment. There's other flaws too, but the main issue. So situations like this, direct small chance of shot. Let me know what you think. Like, I don't believe this setup is right for this anymore, and I'm actually going to reset this one to default now. Indirect wide, again, I've been doing this, and I don't think we've conceded any of these ones. It's mostly the indirects, the small chance of shot one. Although the wide one, I think we have actually. Depends on what it considers wide, because sometimes we do get them in this area here. So I might reset both of these ones as well. But I want to know what your thoughts are, particularly on the direct small chance of shot and the indirect wide ones. Those are the ones I really want your input on, so let me know what you think. I'm willing to try anything at this point. If we get like 5 or 6 of them, I'll just try a different one each episode and see what happens. Winner stays on! So this is a big week for us. We've got 2 games in today's episode. We've got Malaga and we've got Eibar at the weekend. Malaga, unfortunately, because it's the second leg, we've already lost 2-0. I don't really care about it. I think we've already reached where we needed to reach to please the board anyway. So if we lose that, I actually don't care. I'd like to not, because even if we like 1-1-0, it'd be good for morale even though we went out. Right, training schedule. This is a hugely important one. I don't want these directly before the Malaga game. I'm going to work on teamwork again. I think that worked quite nicely against Valencia. And I also want a match preview so we can actually look at that. A bit of recovery there, a bit more recovery here. Mainly going to focus on match prep this week, rather than trying to put in any technical sessions or anything that specific. I think we kind of just need to focus. The team are getting better at what they're doing, and I think this week is mainly going to be about resting and the mental side of things. So we're going to work on some defending free kicks. We're also going to have a late session on that day. Meant to set that one as corners, not free kicks. That's even better. Right, that's fine for now. Because yeah, I'm concerned about with having these 2 games, but remember, we're going to be missing Yaya Toure for the Malaga game as well. So I'm not going to pretend that we did amazingly against Valencia. I think that what happened was we were pretty solid in the first half, possibly we still created some decent chances against them, but I think we started to get a little bit dragged all over the place, and I think that Malero's inability, as you can see here, I found that every time he got the ball, he looked like he was going to lose it, and I don't think he's got anywhere near the ability that... Hello? Look at that, key passes for Yaya Toure. Sorry, I just noticed this. This. Gallego adapts game to break off side traps. The guy who already does this now does this for a living. That is incredibly, incredibly good. I actually didn't think he'd be able to retrain that at 32 years old to get a new PPM. David Pleat said it would never happen. Not David Pleat, David Platt. I can't remember which one. Pleaty or Platty. They said it would never happen. It has happened. They taught an old dog new tricks. What I might try against Malaga, actually, is if things aren't going quite so well, we might actually up the press a little bit, since we are definitely going to be able to impose ourselves more, I'd feel like. I'm confident as long as we stick to our game plan. It's unlikely we don't want to rush him back. Yeah, Miramon isn't going to play yet. Now, of course, we have to accept that we're not suddenly going to go unbeaten for the rest of the season. There are still going to be plenty of games we're going to lose, and Javi Galan... We might have a chance to turn it around with Galan, though, because he is going to get game time now. I think it's best served by saying, who knows when an opportunity will arise. I genuinely want to find a way to talk to him. Javi Galan is delighted with Mariano Bravo's comments. Interesting. Want to go positive here. I know it's red, but surely... Yes, they actually agree for once. Hit early crosses. Go on. Oh my god, we've stacked up double 2s. Did the morale change? Genuine question. Did anyone see if the morale changed when I did that? Okay, we've just hit 3 greens in a row in a tactical briefing. It's a whole new world. Uh-oh, they're good from corners. That's great. It's just what you want to hear. So first things first, I'm going to pick the team. Juanpi can't play because reasons. He's on loan from Malaga. Really? Don't bother me. Chong can come straight in. I'm going to start Gaillard for this one. Unfortunately... Toure can't play, so Malera will have to come in. I might even start Yangel Herrera because he doesn't need to be registered for this. And I'm also tempted to start Aguilera just to rest some players out. I'm going to start Luis Angel too. Jose Angel. And Pulido too. Just to rest some players out for this match because I really don't think there's much here for us, but we're going to give it a crack anyway. No designated playmaker. They do have a target man, a winger and an inverted winger, but no like overlapping situation here. They're a defensive team, interesting. That's a surprise actually. What do our analysts have? So they played this last game in this exact system against Cordoba. Pacheco made a load of these, as did the number 10. Ivan Alejo and Pacheco. So Alejo and Pacheco are the guys. Play shot from a long ball outside the penalty area. Interesting. Firstly, Pacheco doesn't look like he's going to start for them. Secondly, we're not going to go quite so much on these guys. So basically... What people were saying, we're going to show onto weak foot for everybody still, because I think that's important. The point people were making were that if we are going to be trying to set up sensibly, then I think it'd be ridiculous for us to... And you made the good point, really. So where do we want to really go here? Leshuk scored a godly amount of goals, 11 this season. So I think we want to be pressing in on him and maybe type marking him. Seleznov is the target man, so he's going to win flick-ons no matter what we do, probably. So we might want to let that one go. That's all I really want to do for now, because he's clearly a main man for putting crosses in, so I want to get on him early, essentially. We'll see how it goes tonight. I'm still not sure about it, but we'll see. Yeah, it's just about resting players. This is big for us. I want to see, obviously, the team is very different. So I think that's definitely going to leave us at a slight disadvantage, because some of the, the whole midfield is completely different. It's a very slow start to the game. They've kept a lot of the ball so far. And I guess that's come to the different pressing approach that we've taken in today's game. And that might be the issue a little bit. A Carpo. Out for a corner to us. I don't want to give too much of the ball. Blanco knocks it down for Aleko, but he's not the man. Oh, actually, but he is. What a save from Jovanovic. First real chance of the game goes to Malaga. I think now that we're not pressing using the opposition instructions, we're going to need to be more urgent on the press in other aspects of the game, because at the moment, we're just giving them way too much of the ball. And then they've scored immediately through Ivan Aleko. Yeah, I don't know. I think kind of what we were doing was kind of working, to be honest. Like, we just don't look like we're getting anywhere near the ball now. I think those opposition instructions were allowing us to press without the entire... I don't know what Jose Angel's doing there. Without the entire team doing it. And now it just feels like we're not engaging with them. Malero. There's other reasons, obviously, too. They're a difficult team to break down. Malero. Gaillard. Ball across and Chong! That was a really good opportunity for Chong, and he should have done better, really. Insua does really well coming out to win that. He's going to drive forward as well. Malero. Oh, what a strike. Munir makes the save there. Okay, we're definitely, yeah. Jose Angel, can he ride around the side maybe? Put one across, and Gaillard! Saved by Munir. And Gaillard was in. That should have been a goal. The possession's definitely come flying back towards us. I think we've been alright, but I want to go attacking and up the press even more in the second half, because I think that's what's really helped us here. Jose Angel was not good for the goal. Right, let's see something better in the second half. Yeah, I know, weakened side, but I actually think we've still been relatively okay in places. Lassen, that's better. They've got nowhere to pass to at the moment. Malero. Oh, and it's in the back of the net. Gonzalo Milero, that is almost identical to that goal that Yaya Toure scored for us. I can't remember. I think it was actually against Valladolid. They just had nobody to clear the ball to. Aguilera just drops it off to Milero, and he's absolutely whacked one. Keeper should be doing better there, Munir. It's in the back of the net. We've equalised here. Good stuff. Literally nothing. We've not had a highlight in like 20 minutes, and that's on comprehensive. They really are just killing this game off at the moment. The pressure's still on, though. Every time they clear the ball, it comes straight back to us. Milero. Lots of space out wide for Angel. Ball across. Mango's in there. Herrera! Oh, and there we have it. A 1-1 draw. We do go out, but at least we didn't lose on the night. I think we were pretty alright. Individual error is what cost us. Milero man of the match. Still not great, though. Overall, it was still a relatively similar approach, but notice how a lot of our key passes came from the wingers instead of from the central midfielders, which is where we generally do quite well. Miramon is on the way back, and we're going to need him soon because the Capo's getting knackered. So, Eibar. 4-2-3-1. Good stuff. They're not good in terms of marking, and they're quite poor at passing. That could be very interesting, actually. Now, obviously, you don't need loads of possession to win matches, but when the opposition is getting like 67% against you, something ain't right. Worth noting, we got through a match without conceding a goal from a set piece. Christian Rivera, that's 3 times in a row now. I've tried to praise him for his training, and he says he's not prepared to go over it again. I don't get it. 3 weeks in a row, he said the same thing. Am I not allowed to praise him for his training performance anymore? Every single time. Valladolid lose again. Always nice. Girona do us a favour and beat Leganes, which, yeah, Girona kind of moving themselves out of trouble now, so I'm not going to talk about positive mentality. They won't like that. We're going to go hit early crosses. That's the one that always seems to give them a bit of, yeah. They also seem to like the low crosses one. Okay, those are the 2 that I think we can rely on for now. Real Madrid beat Barcelona in El Clasico, so there you go. Honestly, I think I'm just high on the fact that we were unbeaten in 4 matches, which has really given us a bit of fortitude. We're not losing now. Even the games these are the games like Malaga we would have lost before. Valencia we would have definitely lost. So Toure's back. Miramon is sort of back. I'll put him on the bench. Vallecano annoyingly got a point against Betis, so that does push them a little bit further away, unfortunately. And Betis, it keeps them down there as well, but we've still got to find our way back into it too. Okay, so for today, obviously, it's going to be a totally different lineup. Juanpi's back in. Galan is going to come back in. Yeah, Miramon just is not there yet. That's a lot more like it for me now. A much better quality of player in there hopefully will help us. On the bench, we're going to go with Miramon, Pulido, Milero, Chong, Mango, Nilmar, and Alex Gaia. Okay, let's see what they're going to do. We kind of know their system, but we'll see. So again, no recognisable sort of playmaker in their team. They've got Kike up top, who's a pressing forward. They've got an inside forward over here. They like a long throw. So do we. Considering they're not good at marking, we might be able to find some gaps in there, but let's just check out the analysis report. It's more important. So they played a 4-4-2 when they were beaten 6-2 by Barca. Come on, give me something. They played this system against Valladolid, and was anyone good? Diop was important for him. Scored one of the goals, as did Enric, who I'm assuming came off the bench. Okay, Girona. They won 4-1 against Girona. This is kind of more important here. So, Cucurella scored for them here. He's their inside forward. Kike didn't really do a lot. They're down the wings a lot. Key passes, a lot of key passes. They like an assist from that left-hand side particularly. So it seems the assists would be coming from Cucurella as well as goals. They concede from crosses, particularly concede a lot of goals from crosses. Okay. Particularly early on as well. So if we could get in front against them early, that could help us too. Cucurella, look at this. All of these are him. Honestly, I think he's their danger man. They've not got good passes. They're not very good at vision. So I can't imagine long balls over the top are going to be particularly difficult for him. They do play direct though. Cucurella doesn't look like he's going to start or be anywhere near the team, but it does appear that they're probably going to try and push in this. They're not going to adjust their system that much, I would have thought. So I'm going to guess and say that Pablo de Blasis is probably going to do the same kind of thing. So I want to go tight on him and press him quite high. Diop as well seems to be a decent man from their midfield, so we're going to get in on him too. Try to get, just get him off the ball a little bit. Since he's got 4 goals this season. The top assist is actually from the right-hand side though. I might just get in on him as well and leave it at that. But the main men then are being sort of marked up. Pere Mila has done very little this season, as you can see, so he doesn't look super dangerous. They want to go hard but fair on Kike. All right, I'll listen to your on the assistant on this one. So same approach as last game. I'm going to start the pressing as it was, and then adjust on the fly, but I'm still concerned that might be what was making us work before. Right then, let's go. At home, against Eibar, we're going after Diop. We're going after certain players in their team, but not others. We're going to just try to be solid and see what we're capable of today. You never know. Oh my God! That would have been amazing if they'd scored an own goal straight away. They do concede early in Sewer. If we were to actually beat Eibar, that would truly be an excellent result. Go on, Acarpo. He's going to win this corner, I expect. Ball in. Yaya Toure! Great start for us. Great header. That's what I want. Those are the kind of situations we want to be engineering. Echeta. Galan. Toure again. Out wide for Luisinho. Loads of space. Can he find a cross? He does. Comes for Rivera. Great strike. Juanpi, and he's been clattered there, but it is a fair tackle. Well played. Super duper impressed with the first 10 minutes here against a decent team. Galan with that really heavy touch, but he might be able to find a ball in behind. Toure certainly can. Finds Galan though. Out wide for Juanpi. Can he find a cross? Probably not. He has, you know. Toure, just behind him slightly. Rivera. And Galan! Oh my god, we've hit the post. We will pay if we don't take our chances. And Insua's header now at the goalkeeper. My god. Ball downfield again. Luisinho cuts it out. Toure. Round the side for Galan. No. Cut out by Cheta. Ball over the top for Gallego. Oh no! Are you kidding me? I don't know what we have to do. But my concern isn't that he's not scoring. I like that we're creating the chances. My problem is I feel like sometimes Hernandez didn't ever make the runs to actually get on the end of that, so he wouldn't have even been in a position to score the goal. But I do feel like he's going to need more game time, particularly if Gallego struggles to put the ball in the net continually. Ball over the top, and Gallego is already through, and it's going to be a penalty. We're going to get a penalty. Come on! Confirm the decision. We've been amazing in the opening 20 minutes. Yaya Toure now has the ultimate opportunity to put the icing on the opening 20-minute performance. Come on, Yaya. Oh, for God's sake. The amount of, his attributes suggest he should be the perfect penalty taker, and yet he just, that's what, 2 out of 3 he's missed? Knocked down, goes straight to Gallego. Just drop it off. Oh, Toure's making the run through. We've got men surging in there. One of them is Rivera! And saved by Dimitrovic. I don't know. I feel like there's not much more I can do tactically anymore. This game, we've created chance after chance. Look at the space for Rivera in the middle. He could play Gallego in behind here. He doesn't need to there, but it's come straight back to Insua, and the possession and the pressure is just going to keep on coming. Juanpi has been fouled. What? No! That's offside anyway against Mila. And he's missed it anyway. It would have been offside, but... What? How was that not offside? Bloody hell. Not only there should have been a foul on Juanpi, but that should have been offside as well. By the way, my assistant weren't wrong when he said that Etcheta could have the game of his life today, because he is the best player on the pitch. This might probably be the best, performance-wise, in terms of chance creation and all that jazz, that we've had this season. Gallego, Juanpi's in! Great save from Dimitrovic again. I mean, what a first half. 17 first half shots, 9 on target, no fouls committed, basically. We've got more possession, 3 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance, and somehow it's 0-0, and we've missed a penalty. It's like the game is like, no! We're going to keep at this. Honestly, we should be 2 or 3-0 up in this match right now, and that is amazing to say. Because Eibar are a decent team, and we are tearing them apart, and feels he can shake it off. Alright, we'll keep an eye on him in the second half, because we've got Gayar on the bench. And it's a free kick to us, apparently, somehow. Oh, is he going to get sent off? Surely not. If they get a red card as well, and we still don't win it, they have! It's a red card. Uh-oh, Cucurella's on. Right, what are they doing? Juanpi again. Time to run at them. Fresh legs in the wide areas might not be a bad idea. Ball across. Gallego! Galan! Oh my god. That actually, he should have just shot there. Ball downfield. Easily won by Insua. Flicked on by Rivera to Mango. Look at the overlap. Galan's in. Can he score? Saved by Dimitrovic again. I think we're going to have to go attacking now. Final 20 minutes, attacking approach. Yaya Toure, yes! Go on there, Yaya. Huesca 1, SD... Oh, we're turning it straight back off of attacking again, down to positive. And we have the lead against Eibar, and you cannot say that we have not deserved it on the night. We've been utterly magnificent. What a result this would be if we beat a top half team. Albeit only 1-0, and Toure has missed a penalty. They've gone lopsided as well. They've actually brought a player into the centre again, which is going to leave us even more space to the wings. Luisinho. Oh, space for Chong, and he's drilled it wide. The fact that we've only got 1 is disappointing, I must admit, but I said I wanted a 1-0 victory at some point, us to grind one out, and this might be that day. Chong, go on, wins the corner. All the way through! Oh. And again, Etcheta's just going to slide across and win that. Total control now. Huesca. We could have had 5 goals in this match, in all honesty, and we could have had those against 11 men. The fact that we've done so well from the position that we're in is utterly... Yes! That is a superb result. Huesca 1, Eibar 0. Sure, we missed a penalty, but the chance creation was amazing. We've just dominated them for 90 minutes there. And now, we are only 4 points from safety and only 1 point behind Leganes, and we got a clean sheet. Come on. Unbeaten in 5 competitive matches now, and that is a huge win against the team in 10th place in the league. We've now gained 8 points from 4 matches when we had 0 from our first 10. Absolutely crazy. Is the fight on? I ask you now, do you genuinely think we can stay up? Because I feel like if we keep playing like this, we will be able to do this. I think we can get within 3 points before the Christmas break. Come on! Your players have a real life goal at the moment. It's a long time since you failed to find the net in a game. There must be confidence. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I still think the striking situation could use a shake-up, and maybe Hernandez could be brought back into the fold, because I feel like some of these chances should be put in the back of the net, and we're not doing that at the moment. We could have won this game 5-0 in all honesty, maybe 5-1, because they had a good opportunity too, but it doesn't matter because we got the victory, scraped one out, where perhaps that's what teams that are staying up are made of. Next episode, it's away at Real Sociedad. That's going to be a really difficult match. But the thing is, we've bought ourselves the ability to go into that match and actually have a crack at them now. We don't have to be super defensive. And then after that, it's Getafe at home. The final game before the winter break begins. And that is a potential game that we could win. I feel like we're capable of winning that match. And that is huge. 8 points from 4 games. So happy. So, that's going to be the next episode. It's going to be Real Sociedad away from home. Can we keep the unbeaten run going? We've scored in each of our... The last game we didn't score in was actually the Malaga one. So it's like, what, 7 games now? Scoring in every single one of them? And defensively, we've looked way better. We're getting there now. Like, 2 goals sure against Leganes, but only 1 goal conceded in each of the last 2 games before, and a clean sheet tonight. Beautiful. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Drop a like if you've enjoyed this. I really hope you have. And subscribe if you're new. And I cannot wait to get going with the Sociedad game tomorrow. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Both teams come into this one in a poor spell of form.